So the club got started whenever I was a sophomore in college, and I watched the documentary The True Cost, and I was very disheartened by the fashion industry. I would say, angry. I had a lot of pent-up emotion, and I wanted it to manifest in a healthy way, rather than feeling jaded, because I have a tendency to look into global health issues and feel very apathetic and powerless in it. And I wanted to do something more proactive rather than always feeling powerless. So the club's mission is essentially to make people aware of the human and environmental consequences of the fashion industry. And once they've achieved awareness, if they can alter their behavior to be similar to that of an ethical consumer. An ethical consumer votes with their dollar. They're mindful, they do their research on the products, and they don't go blindly into things, because many of us say, oh my goodness, I would never support child labor, or oh my goodness, I would never support degrading the environment. However, we do every day by voting with our dollar and supporting the company, supporting their demand.
But a good way to go about it is just always buying secondhand. So like using Depop and Etsy and Mercari, or just going to your local thrift store is all like amazing. Coming to our clothes swaps, which we do, I believe we try to do it once a month. Sometimes we do them twice a month, and that's just to like reduce consumption of, or reduce the reliance of having to go out and buy a t-shirt when you can get a cool shirt here or something like that. Of course, if there is a need to buy something, just making sure that what you're going to buy is going to last you a long time. It's not going to be like a one-use item that's going to go to a landfill or something.
So the fashion industry is the second biggest polluter next to oil. So this is something that many of us are surprised by, but if we think about how much the fashion industry has grown since the 1970s, it's very easy to understand. And it's because we're outsourcing everything. So you're able to pay people less, oftentimes not a livable wage. It's just an issue that we have to be mindful of whenever we go into Forever 21 or H&M, and we see that the store can't even contain all of its clothes, and you see it draped everywhere. It's like, think about the hands that made each of these garments. Think about the lives that they lived. It's like there's a person behind each one of these articles of clothing.